Hi, how are you? It's Kira here. Thanks for joining me in this channel. If you have been connected to me for a while, you know by now that I utilize my gifts to bring earth shifts, and information from the ether. So about 16 years ago, for some reason, I experienced a vast awakening in my life, and I was able to perceive life outside of our five senses. Okay, so some of that is, the clair senses, psychic senses, but they really extend beyond the earth plane, or reading auras, or just more than just communicating and with other people. So today I'd like to talk to you guys and give you some information that I've been receiving over the last couple days. And I want to be clear again that when I say receive information, that I don't channel other beings like a lot of people do. I just have a direct connection and to all that is, or source, if you will, and I just feel, sense, perceive, see, and have the translation of what's going on multidimensionally in our star system and sometimes out. It sounds pretty vast, kind of like a sci-fi movie, and it's kind of neat, to be able to open up and finally share these experiences with you guys. So this channel is really for people who are, going through a spiritual awakening, or are interested in earth shifts and what that means for your how you're going to experience this individually. But really, this is all for the collective consciousness, okay? Because we all affect one another. We're all one energetic network. And as we progress spiritually as a species, we're learning more and more, and science is proving we're all one. We're all one energetic network, okay? My thoughts and feelings are affecting your thoughts and feelings, whether you want to accept it or not. So in the ethers, I've received a timeline between, so today's the 3rd of March. So starting yesterday, March 2nd, into the energies of the 16th, 17th, and 18th, we're in a void space. And what that means is we're just kind of like, imagine if you were lying on a raft or an inner tube or a tube or something, then you're just like floating down a river, a very safe river, and you're just relaxing. You don't really feel like doing anything. You're soaking in the sun. There's just not a care in the world. That's kind of the energy that we're in. Our collective, the collective mind, if you will, the collective energy of our mental plane is kind of going through this period of where we're just like not really motivated, and that's okay. Because this is part of the integrations of the divine feminine that I was talking about that are starting to really kind of come through this year. We're really being asked to undo, okay, and that's going to look a little bit different for every individual. So you may feel like not really doing anything or not being motivated, and that's okay. We don't have to. We have conditioned ourselves to believe we have to go in order to get things done or accomplish our goals. And yes, that's good. That's great. That's part of life, right? But we're also going to be experiencing, especially after this process, that we can just be. Okay, there's universal support. There's support from the energies around us to keep on receiving, accomplishing our goals, becoming the person who we know that we were meant to realize and act based upon the higher self. Okay, that's this 2-week period of like this void, like this deep restful state, is allowing the higher self or the soul to really start coming through, okay? And this year is really about your soul. All of those gifts that you have, untapped knowledge, untapped wisdom, untapped playfulness, all of your mastery, okay, is really going to start coming through to the surface here after around the 18th. The energy starts solidifying around there. So any inspirations that you have in virtually around this, a little over this 2-week period, just start jogging down what is coming to surface for you. What am I inspired? What shifts are taking place? You might have had one train of thought or something that you were focusing on, and it's going to take a shift, and that's okay, because initially we're learning how to listen to our soul and integrate that knowledge, okay? And that awareness, you can watch some of the videos in the past, that awareness is coming from that 5th dimensional plane and trickling through, into where we're at in this time-space matrix, which gets really exciting. Okay, so some of the other things that are coming up between the 2nd and the 18th is there's soul family healing. Many of our soul family members are our birth family members, okay? So there could be some family healing going on. This is more of what people call like karma, like the karma in between the family, or karmatic ties between the souls in the family. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for forgiveness, kind of going back to the drawing board, or another aspect of separation. And that's okay, because everyone is kind of, we're all energy, right? So we're energy consciousness, and that energy and consciousness attracts the matter. So if you are, on the path to where you guys are pooling more experiences, more like experiences together, then that's going to manifest. If you guys are kind of done with cycles, it's going to split apart, and people are going to gravitate to what's for their highest purpose, for their soul evolving, okay, learning lessons. So we have the opportunity right now to, again, like we always have the opportunity to keep on evolving in that upward spiral. And you can watch the very first video on this channel to learn about the spiral that I'm talking about, or we can, just kind of stay in a loop. And you will know that you're in just like the hamster wheel if you keep on attracting the same experiences, people, situations over and over, and the opportunity to break that cycle presents itself. And then you have the opportunity, you're at a fork in the road, you can go this way, or just straight through. So the choice is yours. Be mindful, and this from the 2nd to the 18th, we are receiving the opportunity to make really huge leaps and bounds, and that is coming in the form of rest. Some of the patterns that are going to be breaking down for us as well at the beginning of March is going to be releasing these go high stressful states that we have adopted over time, okay? It's very unnatural for the body, the human body, to be in a high stress state, but we adopt that because that's been projected onto us for lifetimes. If you look at our human history, it's been pretty chaotic, okay? And all of us as souls, we came in to stop it, to break it down. And when I say all of us, this channel is more for light workers and healers and people who know that they're on the path to bring and live by example this awareness that we can change our thoughts, our patterns, our blueprints, and infuse not only our energy field, but the energy fields around us into the collective consciousness, and that will generate big shifts, little imprints create big shifts, okay? And so, you know, we are all just plasmic matter, energy fields, individual consciousness, remembering how to just merge over and over and over with the Supreme Being. And there's no limitations there. So we're evolving outside. So those of us who are jumping on board, we're evolving outside of illusions. Okay, and so those illusions, and what I mean by illusion here, and I want to be very careful when I state this, because I'm not saying to totally just reject what you're experiencing. The illusion of limitation, okay, that there's another side to the story. There's another awareness that you can tap into. You're either going to choose limitation or no limitations. But where you're at is perfect, not just, you know, oh, well, it's just an illusion, I'm going to ignore it, right? Where you are at. So if you're experiencing hardship, or, you know, the family healing, where you're experiencing maybe some discomfort, those are the illusions of what you may have been experienced that has been keeping you locked down, and we have the availability to unwind it and heal it. But we're emotional beings, and we go through it, and we learn from ourselves and the people that we called in to heal and transcend this, these energies from. So after the 18th, we're really going to be experiencing around the 28th. So this is the end of March, the 28th, 29th. Another big kind of opening here. And I'll remember to do another, excuse me, I need some water. Another video about this. So really, again, while you're in this restful state over the next couple of weeks, drink a lot of water. We're going through another wave of our light bodies being activated. So as that happens, so I want you to imagine these little tiny portals or vortices that are opening in your, not only your auric field, but your chakra system. There's, just because I see energy, I mean, I see more chakras than what's illustrated in the books that you might have read, or what's kind of popular, I don't know what's out there, or the energy fields. There's more energy fields that are opening up to our human potential in our body. So keep on just allowing that to happen. If you're feeling discomfort in the body through these ascension shifts, remember that higher frequency is basically commanding that lower frequency to rise up. Okay, so that happens again physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And right now is a great opportunity to tap in. You don't actually have to do anything. There's a lot of people out there that do light body activations, and that's great. But it's happening naturally. If you're just following your soul and your own inner knowing, and just communicating with the universe, you know, please help me open up to my highest potential. It's going to show itself, okay? And you have that power, okay, to do it yourself. And I want to make that clear. And one of the ways I want to tell you how to do this is becoming aware of your discomfort, so that way you can bring more light, awareness, consciousness into that space. Okay, so it really takes some practice and some skill. And you will develop the skill when you practice. So meditation is great. That's a great way to start. But allowing yourself to feel and really start fine-tuning into the spaces of the physical body. Okay, your physical body is a great communicator, full of intelligence, and sometimes our minds can override, because of our programming, can override the intelligence that is encoded into our vessel. And just to close this short video today, that those old programs in the collective consciousness, the mental plane, is also coming down into the individual's consciousness. So old programs are going to become unlearned. They're going to be challenged. You might start feeling, oh my goodness, I don't resonate with this anymore. Who am I? What am I? Okay, and I want to remind you that who am I? That's just an identifier, right? What am I is also just an identifier. So these illusions, it sounds so spacey, but I mean, because like obviously, you know, there's a primal code in us to, you know, to be aware of our surroundings naturally, right? So, but in the more of the etheric, spiritual, and then coming down into challenging some of our belief systems, anywhere where we are rigid, where we're judging one another, judging ourselves, or like, you know, everyone has like this big everyone has something that they're healing or resolving in their life, okay? And whatever that thing is for you, the theme, right? The theme of your life, that's really coming to surface right now. So relax into it, rest. We're all doing some deep work here. And that is releasing us from the higher planes of the third dimensional space into the lower planes of the fourth dimensional space. So your dream time might be really crazy right now. If you are an energy worker, your energy work might be changing. If you're a yoga practitioner, teacher, or you have your own practice, you might start feeling and tapping into your energy running a little bit different. I know for me, I have. If you are someone who's really busy, go, and you're just kind of thinking, dang, I really wish I had more me time or more alone time. Use the next couple of weeks to your advantage to change your life, okay? It's available to you. You have the universal support to do it. Do not be afraid to make the changes that you want to experience for your life. It is your life, okay? So put yourself first. That can be very counterintuitive for empaths, healers, those of you who identify as star seeds or whatever you want to dub it as, old souls, ET souls, whatever, what have you. But really, as we are experiencing going into, you know, what people are calling the 5D Earth or the new Earth, whatever, this is the work to get there. You know, these big and little milestones. And in order for us to bridge that gap internally and externally, you put yourself first, because you are the leader of that awareness, that consciousness. And when you fill your cup up first, that allows others room to follow through with you, also for themselves, and everyone's more fulfilled, and some of us are called to help others achieve that, okay? So just to recap here, the etheric energy that is coming in right now between the 2nd and the 18th, that we're in a void space. We're going to feel like not really doing anything, and that's okay, because we need rest and to be replenished. We just went through a big, huge energetic transfer. I know a lot of you guys were posting about the Schumann resonance, and that's a really neat tool to see, you know, when it's kind of off the charts. We're going to need a lot of rest and a lot of water, okay? Rest, relax, just be. Just remembering, wow, what does it mean to just be? To just be. And the universe is supporting, you know, all of your, everything that you want to experience, from the highest aspect of your soul's knowledge and wisdom. Because if you're in here in the 3rd and 4th dimensional lens, you might think you want something, but what we're experiencing right now is our soul is like, we're we're going to shift that, because what you might really want, or what the solar higher self wants to experience, is something more vast. And that's kind of like the timeline shifts that we are experiencing right now. We're releasing go, go, go. We're being pulled into a more harmonious experience. And we're going through some soul family, as well as birth family healing right now. I hope that helps you. Please subscribe if you have not. Share this video if it resonates. And I will see you soon. My name is Kira, and I appreciate being connected with you. Thank you for your continuous support. Bye.